A couple of days ago I said we are long in Bitcoin when everybody is short. There was a complete free trade here given on the channel. We had the initial move here from the bottom. We went higher. Now we're tracing a little bit. The question is there more juice to squeeze? Can we go higher, or was this it? Now we're going completely into bear mode again and just start dumping down. I am going to show you what I'm looking at right now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think this is useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description. Without further ado, let's start diving in. So this was the moment that we were looking at. We had our initial low here of the range. And we also had a high place here. I already took off the bar, and we said if we are going to dump down and we're going to take the liquidity and we're seeing SFP, that is your moment to get in. I also said in the video the day after, if you missed this entry on the swing field pattern, look then for approximately the 0.5, we're probably not going to reach the golden pocket. That's exactly what happened. Matter of fact, we just slightly front run here the 0.5, but this was your moment to get into the trade. Now if you were on the safe side, you said, you know what, I'm only going in when I have the confirmation of the SFP. That is then from this moment on. You still had a 4, almost 5% trade. Like I said, now we are retracing a little bit. And now the question is, if you're not in trade, what should you do? So first of all, don't be confused by the big bars that you see here. Those were trades that I gave you some time ago. They're still valid. So these very swing long, swing short from the top, from the bottom, and these two green candles or green bars, that was actually then really the long trade that we're looking at. This one was an SFP of the current low, where I said, you know, it's very actually dangerous to do this because there is no market structure underneath anymore. So I'm afraid if we are going to lose this low again, that we're just going to dump down, but I put it in anyways. And the second one was then here approximately from the 0.5 to the golden pocket. So nice to see that that now is hit. I'm going to take it off. Let's leave this on just for now, and this is kind of the area where we are trading it right now, right in the middle. And as you might have seen already, I also drew a box here, CME. This is a big CME gap. Now you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, I didn't see a CME gap at all at the chart. No, we have got something very, very unique. This here is Bitcoin on the CME chart, and as you can see, this is the 4 hour. This is a big gap. That is very weird because it was created between Thursday and Friday. Between an hour of time approximately, so I think it was like 11 or 12 or 12 and 1. The CME closed for 1 hour for maintenance. Exactly at that moment, BTC start dumping down, and then when it opened again, that was the gap that was created during the week. So that's a little bit strange, of course, because like I said, usually you have the CME gap in the weekend and then we fill it, but this is now created during the week. In other words, that creates power, momentum to maybe go higher and fill that gap. That would also very nicely line up with taking out this initial high right here, and once we then have taken the initial low and then here the initial high, to be honest, then I think there is not so much juice anymore in this trading range, because we took then the liquidity from the low, we took the liquidity from the high, and then we can go lower. What I'm really looking out for, if we are reaching that, is that we have something like this on the 1 hour, where we have a big bearish divergence, momentum wave creating a lower high, price are creating a higher high, maybe a bit of a short liquidation where you don't see new positions opening up but just shorts being closed. That is usually then a weak move, and that is then fuel for a move to the downside. I want to see some confirmation once we reach that level. By the way, that level starts off here from 27,000 to 27,500. So mark that level on your chart or put a alert on your phone or whatever then you're using. 27,000 to 27,500 is the CME gap. That would nicely coincide then with creating a bearish divergence. On the 4 hour we could get it. It depends a little bit on how long it's going to take that we have a quick move and then down, and then you would have something like this. I actually just want to see it on the 1 hour and down. That is for me more than enough, and then I'm taking the trade. Very important note. From today on, Jackson Hole is starting, and that is a meetup, a conference, and speeches of central bank United States and also other big members in the finance world. The central banks are coming together. this usually gives some volatility, and if I'm not mistaken, Jerome Powell is speaking today, so that could give us a big move to the upside or a big move to the downside. So be careful and make sure that you have your stop losses in play. If you do not have a trade right now, would you jump in long or short? I wouldn't do anything at all, because as you can see, we have here our volume profile, and we are right now underneath the value area high, above the value area low, right at the point of control. So if you are entering the trade right now, you are entering exactly in the middle. You're just gambling. You have no idea what price is going to do to the upside, to the downside. So I would say wait, just wait. If we are first going higher, then just get yourself ready to short. If we are first going lower, then get yourself ready to open up a long. The only long trade that I would be taking is maybe once we go lower, clearing these two lows right here, but leaving this one here at the bottom at 25,250 intact, but clearing these two lows, go lower, and then eventually go higher. That could also then right away create a nice bullish divergence if we have momentum waves continuing going to the upside. Again, we're on the 1 hour. That actually would be super nice. I would definitely take that long, and I would at least take it then here to the value area high, 26,260, take profit there. If we breach it and we go higher, then you could be aiming for this high or this high, and then eventually that CME gap that is starting from 27k. If we are going to pump up first, then these are also right away the two levels that I'm looking out for to start shorting. So maybe, and I'm going to take all the drawings out real quick because well, it's getting a little bit messy, is that we do something like this. We are going higher first, maybe creating a bearish divergence here, or maybe already from this level, or just SFP it. So mark these two levels as well, horizontal, and maybe we just do something like this and then we dump down, or maybe a little bit higher and then down. But actually the best would then be to take out this high right here that I marked on the chart, that thick yellow line, 27k. So even if we just have a quick bump up and then to the downside as an SFP, I am definitely taking that trade, because overall we're still bearish. Overall, all the indicators say we're going lower, so there is no need to get super bullish. But like I already said multiple times, there are green days, there are long trades that you can take. Maybe you just want to be in a long trade for an hour, 4 hours, 12 hours, then to get out of the way again. But right now, shorting full form, although we are very bearish, you are doing it right in the middle, and you just want to have trade. You just want to trade from a position of strength. So you want to short from the highs, long from the lows. Right now we are in the middle. That means no trade, no trading range. So it's going to be very exciting. Be careful. If you have a trade, you better have your stop loss and risk management in place, because if that speech is starting from Powell a few hours from now, then you don't want to get liquidated by a big scam wick to the upside, to the downside. Once the trade is in profit or in your favor, please move your stop loss, because at the end of the day, yes, we're in the middle, but also price action is just very weak, because all we're seeing is a small move to the upside, small move to the downside, but it is not a full-on bull or bear market territory. We're just going a little bit sideways, making a move, a little bit sideways, making a move. So the price in itself is just very weak, low volume, and that can be very treacherous. Alright, that was it for the warnings today and for the chart and the trades. I hope it is useful, and I hope that you can make some profit and take a few good trades. If you guys like the content, then please just do me a favor, like and subscribe. Click on the bell, click on all so you guys don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share this video with your friends if you think that's useful. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those links are also in the description, and see you guys very soon again in the next one. Bye bye.